Hitachi as a company is in transformation and transition for the last 50 years. Now, most of the companies, which actually lasted that long, more than 100 years, they have to keep on reinnovating themselves, reinventing themselves. Otherwise, those companies become history, right? But rarely it happens. It's happening because the industries which you operate, or most of the industries, are themselves in transition. So we do not have choice. If we need a leadership position, then we need to actually follow that. And that's the point of discussion which we are going today.
Of course, the next generation is super excited. They want it to work for companies who are transforming, evolving with a strong purpose. And we are talking a lot about sustainability. Hitachi is really committed, and this is really engine for the next generation. The leadership team as well, because they see the big opportunity without underestimating the challenges, because it's clear it's a huge challenge. And then you have the one with more fear. And the way we should overcome the anxiety, I think we should explain much better how much is big this opportunity for everyone.
I find myself competing with Gen AI. I'm a generation of engineers in which we always believe the know-how and how important was our power to elaborate things. Now we face a situation where our cycle per second are hundreds, and we compare ourselves with Gen AI, where billions of cycles per second, and so the change we have in front are dramatic. What's important, I think we need to find a balance, and we as leaders, we need to really understand what is the right balance on pushing forward for this big innovation, and be with foot on the heart and make sure that we do not exaggerate in the push.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the change. It's I think we are all in the kind of era of the changing transformation. And in addition to what we have been doing in the business, like for my case, it's providing the industrial products. But rather than just providing the product, we have to do that sustainably, right? We have to have more of the how we make the product greener or more efficiently. Those are the things that we need to do in addition to the traditional businesses that we have been doing.
Industries have always been in transition, always, right? Because things around us don't stay constant, whether it's macroeconomics, whether it's geopolitics, whether it's technology, and so on. I think the reason we find ourselves talking about this now more than ever is I think the pace of change has completely, accelerated. If you look at, I think we are in I'd say most lucky generation, because we are the people who saw, at least growing up, television, from radio to television, to color televisions, to landline phones, to mobile phones, to apps, to electric vehicles, to internet. We have seen so much happen. At least in my 50 years of life, I've seen so much happen which I don't think my parents ever saw. So I think what has really, and the pace of climate change, everything is just moved with a very different pace. And I think that's why we have to think about this topic, right? I think change was always there, but it's just accelerated. And when that happens, I think what everybody's rightly saying, it's both excitement and fear. It kind of starts to come together.
We are now in progress for the scope 1 and 2. Actually, we are overcoming, and we are not doing it just buying certificate, because if you just buy certificate, you are not going to have an impact on the planet. This is clear. We have to do it through energy saving, energy efficiency, and try to build renewable energy in the facility. You involve across the whole value chain. Your partners, your procurement partners should have the same commitment. And sooner or later, the company should decide, should they keep working with this partner, yes or not? Our customer needs our help, because the main challenge for Hitachi is the scope-free downstream. And we can design all the eco-friendly products, but if the customer has no green energy, we are affecting on our scope.
Yeah.
for us, D&I is really having diverse perspective in the company to keep growing. And we need to have an organization which reflects the society around us. Because if we can have the opinions of the society in the organization, then we can develop much better solution. That's the core.
Mobility is becoming electrical, that's for sure. That's a trend that's taken. Mobility is becoming with autonomous driving, and that's another way. It's maybe not tomorrow, but in the managerial time, it's really tomorrow, because a lot of companies are working already. We have company with 10 million, 15 million kilometers already in total autonomous driving. And by the way, we as a company, we delivered the first driverless metros 15 years ago, which is a different concept, but still it's driverless mobility. There is a push on sustainability because we cannot afford to be sustainable with a lot of traffic, with population in the town increasing, and the solution is definitely going to rail. The drivers are sustainability for sure, because we need to improve sustainability, and technology, because the technology of batteries, autonomous vehicles, data-driven, seamless communication, it's a huge change. So from a traditional type of business, we go a lot into the digital one.
I think one of the things we're doing is really, we have an automation layer, right? We need to automate it. We need to provide a systems integration to our customers. We have a product layer. We have especially like a fluid machinery, which we are very much focusing on, like compressors, pumps, and also the electric systems. Working together with the Hitachi Energy, the transformer and switch gears, and also some of the other the drives and the motors and those product layers that we have. But what we are seeing is this automation side or systems integration side, as well as the product side, can do a lot when we decide where to go. And that's what we have to, we are looking at right now for as to the next 10 years and then to 27 midterm management plan. We are looking for constantly the opportunity for the hardware that helps us to bring more of the recurring businesses, and also the control side, which is going to be, I think Nitesh can talk a little bit more, a better way, but to be a software defined. Any product that has the controls can be software defined. But we need to connect the product to begin. And that's what we are doing right now. And then when we have that, all the product to be connected, then we can have that the controls to be, the common, and we can distribute the software.
I think there is a big transition going to happen, I think, right? And I think the transition will happen across 3 dimensions. The first dimension is business model change. Our business has traditionally been that of services, and over the last 50, 60 years, it has been the same way, right? At the end of the day, we are charging our clients for somebody's time, right? It's the standard consulting model. But I think clients are increasingly expecting us to become part of their end-to-end outcome. The other change is service delivery itself will change significantly now, because we have to improve productivity using AI, using automation. Just the way we do things has to change significantly. So our service delivery models will change. Already customers are asking for it. They're asking for commercials to be tied around it. The third way where I believe it will change, which kind of links to the other two, is really that our business will move from services to service plus software. I think sooner rather than later, with the customer's need for speed of transformation, because their businesses are changing so fast, they don't have time and years to make all these things. They will ask us to say, hey, do you have it? Something that works now. And I think that's what is the services to service plus software transition.
I have the opportunity to be successful in Hitachi, and I would like that everybody else has the same opportunity. So as an HR leader, this is my first commitment. As a sustainability leader, I have the responsibility to make sure that the next generation will live the same life that we have been able to. It's a non-stop learning journey. And we need to do for ourselves to be in the position to lead our team and the whole organization.